and get this thing started. What do you say? Hey, we see you. Magic meatballs can make you hallucinate, but those are the ones that I put the special mushrooms in.
Started. What do you say?
Oh, Lord, let me mute myself. We see you. I'll say it again when everybody's in here. My husband and I, we absolutely laughed our asses off last night. We binge watched you and laughed until we were crying. And you have got a talent. And I don't know why you don't have a million subs, but I'm going to shout you out as much as possible. In fact, there's several people I'm going to shout out as I do this Get Ready With Me. Y'all know I can't come on here with no eyebrows. That damn chemo, the methotrexate. It's a DMARD, but it's also a chemotherapy drug. But let's not get technical with it. Anyway, it makes your damn hair fall out. It makes your eyebrows especially. And I want to point out, I was going to go on earlier, honestly, to do the Get Ready With Me. In fact, I was thinking about doing it like at noon or like right after I ate lunch. But I am in a flare. I know y'all are probably sick of hearing that. But see how fat my face looks? It's like really swollen. My hands are really swollen. My legs, my thighs, and my stomach, and I'm sore all over. So it's fibromyalgia. It's not the RA doing it. And there's nothing I can do but just wait it out and just look fat-faced. So I got chipmunk cheeks for now. It'd be all right, won't it? But you know I wasn't coming on here without any eyebrows. Because I look crazy without eyebrows. If you don't have eyebrows, your face is missing its frame. At least that's what I always thought. Okay, let me see who all is in my chat. Let me pop my chat out. Hey, Sweet Meadow, I see you. I always feel like that... I don't know. I'm probably so much older than you all are. You don't remember Romper Room. But the big thing was parents would send in the kids' names, or supposedly. And then she would say, she would look through this mirror that, well, it was a handle for a mirror. She'd say, I see so-and-so and so-and-so and all the kids. And one day she called out mine and my brother's name, and we just knew Mama had called it. She never called it in. I never sent a letter in. She said it just happened to be coincidence. But woo! I have got this thing so jack-legged. I'm sorry. It's on the coffee table with 2 makeup stands. Oh Lordy, we may have a time keeping this in gear, but we're going to try to. But I have to have you high enough so you can see me and I can see you. And let's see who all is in my chat. Now that I've got it on the live chat. Let's see. Hi, Will B. Let me get it all the way up. We see you, Will B. Hi, Clancy. Hi, Gypsy Doll Baby. I look a lot different today. That's what I'm saying. If you compare my face, like, I mean, I'm going to do my makeup, and I've got, obviously, I just washed my hair, and I got to do it. But, that's why I said Get Ready With Me. But if you look at my face from just a couple weeks ago, it was starting to swell, but now it's really swollen. I look like a bullfrog. Hey, Struggling Life. Hey, Scottish Sarah. Doll Baby, I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time, and you've been on my prayer list. Hey, Vintage Gal. And listen, you all sub to each other, and definitely sub to We See You. Funny. Oh, my Lord. You know, I love good parodies, and I love good, you know, when they take clips of different things and then they add in different stuff and, you know, from different genres, and they make it all work together, and then it makes sense. It tells the story, and it's not insulting. It's funny. The person who is, say, the butt of the joke gets it too and enjoys it. They do a fantastic job. So everybody go to We See You and sub. Anonymous or Anonymous. Is it a Nonama or Noname? Either way, I'm so glad to see you. And hello, Angie J. How are you, gorgeous? And 23KC, hello, how are you? You're new to the chat. And there's my Steve Yoakum. If y'all don't know Steve, he's one of the misfit toys with the rest of us. You know, I'm the pop gun. Somebody told us that we were nothing but a bunch of misfits over there on the pirate ship, because you know Pirate Calypso is a dear friend of ours, and so we kind of went with it, and we went with the Isle of Misfit Toys. It has sparked some controversy, but we don't care. Let's see. Shauna Males. Shauna, I really enjoyed your discussion about chronic pain yesterday, and that was just a fantastic broadcast. Sub to her too, please. She's really great. The topics that we went over, we were talking about everything from how they're stopping the opioid use and how a lot of people want to be off opioids. Some people are just like, nothing else is working. I use kratom. Hey, Tomahawk Sean, if you know him, truthfully, Trisha's husband, he's the one who said that he was on opiates, and you can ask him, he tells his own story. But he said that he used kratom to help with the withdrawals. And I said, I need something for pain management. That I don't want to be on opiates. I don't want to do the pain management clinic and all of that. I'd rather do something. And he told me about kratom. And it's helped me immensely. And I ran out last night, and today I thought I was going to die. My legs were swelled up, my feet. I'm ashamed to show you. And everybody, all the people who are ugly, and I'm really self-conscious. My arms are so sore and so swollen, and my face and my neck. So that's what it does to me physically, but the kratom helps a lot with the pain. So thank you, Shauna. That was an amazing stream. Love, love, love. Blonde PT. Yeah, you can tell a difference. And, when you're on camera and you see yourself up close in a lens like this, you can really see the differences. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting gels, and I look, my face it looks like I'm gaining weight. I'm not eating any sugar. In fact, my sugar crashed this morning. My blood glucose went too low because I'm not eating any sugar, and no breads and carbs. I'm not eating enough, I guess, to get along. But I'm eating lots of protein, things like that. But I had to go get me some milk. But and I've been juicing, doing the vegetable juicing. So my actual weight, like when the swelling goes down, my weight is really, I'm on my way. But then I swell up, and it's like, all these pain, and you can see it, through the day, getting higher and higher, and it's really just frustrating. Anyway, so I'm bitching about my face. Sweet Meadow, love you. Prancer, hi, sweetheart. You haven't been in here in a coon's age. I am so happy to see you. And Blue Ridge Bell, I want some more singing videos. Struggling Life says, hey to Gypsy. Robert Burke, hello, hello. Let's see, do I have everybody? Did I get, there's Hazel Eyes and Yuri and Hondo, and let's see, and Glenda, hey, Glenda. Did you get that? Now, I sent you a DM, and I'm going to send you the lyrics. So you just have to talk through it. But Brian is over here on the love seat, and he's mad because I kicked him off the couch where he normally is, because, he's usually right up against me. So I kicked him off the couch, and he's over on the love seat, snuggled up to his daddy's blanket, pouting. He licks his paws when he pouts. It's cute. So, okay, I'm going to get started fixing my face. I got a lot of shit to say. But, of course, is there ever a time that I don't? Then I came home from lunch, and I said, I've got a lot of subjects to cover. He said, why am I not surprised? Well, let's see. We've had such a week. I was going to do the Sunday sauce, but once again, I didn't feel really well. And honestly, I didn't think that everything was over with yet. And that's a big thing with me is, have we found completion in the cycle? Like, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to every conflict. And I'm wondering, did we get to the end finally with this conflict? I mean, and I think we all know who I'm talking about. And I'm going to address her directly and if she wants to come in here and talk, that's fine. But she's, I've got a lot to say. I said a lot on Vinny G's chat. And Struggling Life says, Mama's Best World. In the summer, I swell up my feet and my, I know, and isn't it awful? And the kidney issue, and then once you feel bad, and you're all swelled up, it's not like you're going to want to go to the gym. I mean, I do my arm exercises and stuff Because honestly, my arms really bother me. I don't have bat wings now. It's just solid and it's swollen and it's sore. So, you know, I don't like it, but I use my 2.5 and 5 pound weights, and I try to do, you know, as much cardio as I can tolerate each day. But it's getting harder and harder. I'm looking at having something done to my back so I can do stuff. Let's see. If wood is in locust, Angelo, your arms would be as tired and mine chopping him. Oh my God. That's why we always use locust for fence posts. I know exactly what you're talking about. Locust trees. Let me tell you, oh, well, thank you. Amen. Everybody hashtag Sweet Meadow. Here's to an end to all the conflicts. The puppies will appreciate that. Because as you know, everything I earn, whether it's through AdSense or whatever, goes to our local dog rescue and the different shelters and things like that. When we buy food and, you know, blankets and stuff like that. So, all right, spell it. Got to take a big drink because my mouth's going to get dry. Okay. Oh, I got to hook up my insulin pump. Hang on just a second. All right. Y'all know all this shit. Wait a minute. And I do say shit. And there may be an F-bomb in here for Patrick because this story deserves one. Okay. Y'all all know that a year ago, Pam got into it with my dear friend, Rainbow, Pirate's sister. Somebody hacked Facebook and sent messages only to people that were on YouTube, not to family or anything. And funny, nobody that was contacted from YouTube, who all had her cell phone, they didn't call her cell phone and say, somebody's saying you're dead. Are you okay? Thank you. Thank you, Rainbow. You didn't have to do that. But y'all are sweet puppies. I love you for it. So this has been going on for a damn year. They have tormented Rainbow, whom I love to death. I mean, you couldn't meet a sweeter person. You know, she's kind of like, she and Pirate are like yin and yang, you know. Pirate's all fiery and, you know, she that one video that stickers made of her where when she goes, yes, 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 yes. I mean, that it's so funny because she's just going to town on Benny G and he has no idea how to handle her. Rainbow's different. She's soft-spoken. When she says something, she means it. Now, I've seen her get mad, but her 10 is like Jen's 3, maybe, right? So Rainbow's been putting up with this shit about that stupid, I wish to God I never heard the word Suboxone again, about the stupid Suboxone that B sent to Rainbow and Rainbow destroyed, and they all knew about it, and they all talked about it, and they all tried to lie about it. Then finally Pam confessed, blah, 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 but now she's mad at Rainbow again because Pam likes to keep shit going. She's a shit stirrer. And struggling life, yeah, I totally understand that you got to hang upside down like a bat. But Kim Mo called me and told me, good, I'm glad she did. Yeah, Rainbow has been bullied for a year. Okay, I started getting harassed by this little pipsqueak of a stalker. Never made a video on him. Everybody said, oh, ignore it, it'll go away. Y'all remember that? Anybody that was around during that time? Ignore him. He'll go away. Don't tweet about it. Don't tell anybody. The only people I talked to about it were in DMs. And I was like, I got to do something about this. What the hell am I? What am I going to do? I mean, the guy called my daughter and then twisted up all the freaking audio. And if you've got any sense when you listen to it, if you crank the audio up, you can tell where he clipped it and where she even says, I don't want to be recorded. She was telling him to leave me alone, that, you know, my credentials are fine. And, you know, it was bullshit. Well, he chopped it all up and it made, and there's some idiots that still believe it. Don't care. Don't care anymore. You have to get to that point where your skin's thick enough to where you literally don't give a shit what strangers are saying about you on the internet. If you look up my name, you see all of Jamie's videos, but you also see what a crackerjack he is. I mean, that's the only way we got him to stop. He got put inpatient. And he literally is mentally ill. And that's why I haven't gone after him. I mean, I don't want to be mean to somebody who is, you don't take advantage of the mentally ill, and you don't, you know, you're not as hard on them sometimes because you think, well, they don't know what they're doing really. Okay, well, I think there are a lot more people that we're giving breaks to that we shouldn't. But so for a whole year, Rainbow's done nothing to anybody except for send them money. Send them a lot of money. They like that money coming in, didn't you, Katie, Pam, everybody else? They wouldn't say her name as a donation, but Katie would go, hashtag Crystal, hashtag Crystal. Go back and watch those videos where she's getting super chats. Hashtag Crystal. Yeah, that's Rainbow. The one that she was bad-mouthing on the side. Well, I'll be your friend in private, but in public, I can't acknowledge you. Friends don't do that. Real friends don't do that. Real people don't do that. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. Okay. So before I go back too far, I can't believe I said that. Too far. I meant to say further. Before I go too far into this, okay, so what kicked this one off? For a year, we've been telling the truth about everything that's been going on with that whole camp, and it's just been one thing after another. And last year, I guess Pam thought she's going to be slick because their mother, and, they've been very open that their mother has mental illness. She's paranoid schizophrenic. She's been diagnosed. She's been helped inpatient. She has done a lot of things. And when she talks, if you've ever worked with anyone who is schizophrenic, or perhaps you have somebody in your family. By the way, I'm using Tin Idol by Lancome. And my color is Ivoire. So if you've ever worked with or been around someone who has paranoid schizophrenia, they don't sleep. They're constantly worried that people are coming to get them, that something's going to happen to them, and they want to hurt people before they get hurt, and it's a very, very sad thing. It's not something to be made fun of. It's not something that anybody wants or asks for, and it's not somebody I'd wish on anybody. And I think anybody that's got a relative who has that or any personality disorder, they understand and you want to kind of protect them. Now, of course, Pirate and Rainbow and I, Pirate especially, we have gotten very close in the last year. We got off like peas and carrots when I met Pirate first. Actually, I'd heard about Rainbow, but Rainbow was gone. She was on a much needed break at that time. And but I met Pirate and I was like, oh, I just love this girl. She's personality plus, and we've gotten along famously ever since. But let's see who's doing. You came when Pam threw Mama Bear under the bus, and Mama Bear came clean that she was on Pam's page. Yes, sure. Yeah. Let me tell you, there's a lot of donations that go back and forth. They're not as obvious now, but there's one thing I love about Mama Bear is you fuck her over, she'll tell you what dirty dealings are going on. So don't fuck her over. And she's had that happen to her several times. And I tell you what, somebody will get in trouble one of these days. Okay, for my powder, I use dual finish. And my shade is, I don't know because I don't have my glasses on. But it's the lightest one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I love you too, Smokey. Now, this is an older one, so I use a stippling brush with it to put it in because I don't want to look like, well, to be honest, I don't do all that under eye, putting all that crap on. You don't need it. This is daytime. We don't need to go around looking like drag queens ready for a show. So let me get my brush out. So anyway, Pam's running that yap, and she gets her mama on there. Well, of course, can you imagine if somebody drug your mother up there and she wasn't all there? Okay, yeah, Clancy, you had an uncle who was schizophrenic. There are people in both sides of my family that have mental issues. Why can't I find my brushes? What have I done? I drag everything together, and now I can't find shit. where in the world? Arthur's, oh, they're behind me, of course. Anyway, so obviously, if your mom had been brought up on a panel and she was a little touched, you know, you'd be very upset. And they were. And they, you know, Pam did it just to be mean. And I'm just going to say that. She did it just to be mean. She knew what would happen. So she gets Pam up there, or she gets, Pam gets Martha up there. And Pam just goes her into telling different stories about, you know, Rainbow, and doing everything she can to make Rainbow just look like she's the one that's off in the head. Never mind the fact that Pam had taken money from her hand over fist for Porch of Love, donations of this, that. JoJo, here comes JoJo. Oh, Lord, she got her for some money too. And by the way, she's back. What's her name? What's that JoJo's name now? Pam wishes she was a drag queen. Hondo loves me. That's why he comes in here. He likes to hear the gossip too, and he knows he can mess with me. But anyway, she's Ivy, Rose Ivy or something like that. Anyway, you'll see him hanging around. Here comes JoJo. That's the one that claimed her daughter was missing. Y'all remember that? It was about prom time last year. Oh, my daughter's come up missing. I've made flyers and everything. Turns out her daughter called the law on the midnight, right when she turned 18, had her shit packed, and had the police get her the hell out of there because her mom's nuts. Now she's coming back under another name because she's embarrassed herself. And anyway, this all leads together, I swear. It's like a spider web. But all right, so Pam got a lot of crap for having Rainbow Pirate's mother on. And everybody kept saying, oh, she faked her suicide. She did not. Anybody with half a brain would have called her cell phone and she'd been like, what? You know, and it was all set up. And her mother, people who are schizophrenic, they think like that. You know, they do things like that. It's craziness. But that's what you deal with when you're raised in a household that has mental illness in it. So anyway, we've heard all year long, oh, she faked her death. Well, get over it. It's done, over and done with. Y'all sold DMs. Y'all done a lot of evil shit. Okay, and I'm going to get closer to the present day. So Pam, if you remember, I think it was about a week or so ago, she apparently got in a little mood. I don't know whether she got into a little moonshine, whether she got her Ambien early, whether somebody threw her a pain pill or what, but she just decided, let's see, in the morning, who'd she rip the shit out of? Oh, Rosie. Little Rosie, our dearly departed little Rosie got... May she rest in peace, and may there be no YouTube in heaven so she can't see this crap. She had a t-shirt made with "Are You Dead Yet?" and those sunglasses. What kind of person does that? Takes a real piece of shit to do something like that, in my opinion. And I couldn't believe, and she had those stupid glasses and mustache on it. Are you dead yet? They've been saying that to Kathy Weezer-Redrow, who actually does have cancer. She said it when she's actually said that on screen. Within 48 hours, Rosie was gone. So, you know what? I wouldn't have been putting it on a t-shirt, would you? Hondo doesn't need to troll. He's going to come in here and he's going to mod for me. The thing is, I would be too ashamed. Would you not? If you had harassed a dying woman. I mean, this woman literally was dying, and Pam was getting off, laughing and carrying on. And oh, we've all got the videotape. I don't need to show it. Laughing and carrying on about a woman who was dying with cancer. And her family, I pray God her family didn't watch any of that shit, because it was ugly. And I'm sorry, there's a special place in hell for making fun of people who are dying. You know, you don't make fun of people who cannot defend themselves. And Rosie never once was mean back. So she started out the morning that way. Then about midday, she went in on Sunbury Housewives, Shell, who is a sweetheart. Hey, Shannon Steele. Let me see if I miss anybody else. I'm not nice. Try me. Yeah, she said she's. You believe that horse shit? That's a big old statement pile of horse shit. She had that made. She went to the mall and had it made. I looked it up on Teespring. It's nowhere to be found. So either somebody that makes T-shirts sent it to her, which I don't know. I know several people in the community make T-shirts, but yeah, there may be one or two that are assholes, but that takes the cake. That's beyond asshole. So wait a minute, somebody's drama phone. The boardroom has subscribed to me. Y'all pray for Shannon. She don't feel good. We've been checking on her, and she's just been down, not feeling well. So y'all say a prayer for Shannon. And welcome, Sam. I was watching the boardroom last night myself. It was rather interesting. I have to say congratulations. And if you don't know Savage, then you don't belong in this community. Oh, they think they're special. They think that they're that they're the real drama community. Yeah, if you don't know who the hell Savage is and what she's capable of, you're the dumbass that let her on your panel, so you deserve everything she gives you. And I loved it. I laughed my ass off. In fact, my husband was recording one stream and I was recording the other because it may make a mashup. Anyway, so she gets on Sunbury Wives. Can somebody tell me what Sunbury ever did? I never got the gist of why she was in on her. But then Pam was running out of steam. And, of course, who's her next go-to? You know, she's going to go pirate and rainbow. Okay, she tried to say, now they had an agreement. They eventually came to an agreement where Pirate and Rainbow wouldn't discuss Ricky's rotten legs. I didn't agree to it. I'll discuss it all I want. I think it's nasty as hell. And, you know, I don't hope they fall off, though, Ricky. I hope you keep them. I hope you keep them and you live a long, long life with your legs, just as they are. Okay? Because I think maybe that would be good. I would wholeheartedly approve of that. And yeah, it's mean, but I can be mean sometimes. You know, I've had some evil things said to me, and I didn't like it. But one of the things that I recognized was that I have to live with my own decisions. You know, you go dumpster diving to get MRSA and you don't get it treated. Don't come crying to the world. Okay, go get it fixed or whatever. I have a friend who has permanent MRSA. She don't complain. She deals with it. But, well, Blue Ridge Bell, honey, I'm going to get you called up. Yeah, so Pirate, now this is, she came in and she said, we're going to have a special guest tonight for her. And, she got witches left. And she said, we're going to have somebody that wants to come in to defend themselves against their two daughters. Well, hell, we all knew who she was talking about as soon as she said two daughters because, you know, let's face it, she's been arguing with the same two daughters all year long. And, I mean, it's just been one thing after another. And really, she's milking their popularity for views. If she didn't need them, she wouldn't talk about them. You know what? If you don't like somebody, you don't talk about them. If you don't need them on YouTube, you don't talk about them. I'm talking about this right now because I'm pretty pissed off and I want everybody to know exactly what's going on. Because I think once people know the truth, kind of like, remember when I recorded Irish Marie's streams? And everybody, because she always did them at like 4 in the morning. And so nobody really got to hear what she said because she'd take them right down. Well, I recorded them. Then I re-uploaded them. And everybody got to hear what she was saying about everybody else. What happened to her? She got embarrassed and she left because and you know what? I hope she learned a lesson for it. I hope if she comes back a better person. I don't know if there's hope for Pam. because, you know, people don't really change. But maybe Irish Murray's circumstances have changed. Somebody said that she was in Vinny G's chat. Was it Vinny G's or yeah, it was Vinny G's chat. I hope she's doing well. I wish her well. I hope she does things differently this time. Anyway, I digress. So Pirate and Rainbow, of course, were livid. They were like, holy shit, she's not doing this again. Because their mother it's just craziness. You all heard, if you didn't hear what was said, somebody will tell you. I'm not going to go through all of it. But it was the craziest bunch of horse shit you've ever heard in her life. She couldn't even keep her kids straight. See, I know, you know how when you, hey, brown-eyed girl, hey, Mallory, you know how when you're getting to know somebody and you start sharing, like, childhood stories and experiences and how you met your husband and where you grew up at and what your family did for holidays. And, you know, you start doing all this stuff and you learn about one another. And that's what's going on with me and Pirate and Rainbow. And, you know, we've discussed all these things. So we know each other fairly well. And by the way, this is the Lancome. This is the Hypnos Drama. I like the waterproof better. They sent a different one out in the gift set this year. I haven't tried it yet because I'm not out of this, and I don't open two at the same time because then I forget which one's fresh and which one's not. Anyway, and I just put on one coat, and then I do my eyeshadow. Yes, I know I do it backwards from a lot of people, but let me tell you, makes your eyelashes thicker because you get the powder on them. But anyway, so, I mean, the stuff, she said that, you know, one kid did this and the other kid did that. And, you know, but she was getting them all mixed up. It was like she couldn't remember which child did what. Now the lady's 70 years old and we know she's mentally ill. And Pam is leading her through the questions. Go back and watch that. That's the trick. I mean, lawyers do it all the time. They lead you through and get exactly the answers that they want. Okay, well, probiotics. But anyway, but they've been through all this a year ago when she was on and she'd said all this stuff. And they're like, what else is she going to say? Oh, she had a whole new batch of shit to talk. And Pam was just eating it up. So was Lisa Arkey. And, you know, and it has come out that Lisa Arkey was the one that called her like over and over again to get her on the show. She thought she was going on the Dead Files last year. This year she knew what she was doing because let me tell you, she's a character. She, if she wanted to prove that the children were terrible and yeah, I saw that, bought her a bed when she was a teenager. Yeah, I'm glad my parents don't ask me to pay them back for basic furniture to sleep on and use during my teen years. I mean, seriously, come on. But what I was going to say is that when you've got someone who's mentally ill, but people don't understand that they're mentally ill, then they have weight to their words. But riddle me this. If you're a mother or daughter or son, father, no matter what your kid did, would you go on the internet and tell strangers how horrible your children were? I wouldn't, for two reasons. First of all, I love my daughter with all my heart. She could murder somebody, I'd be on the stand perjuring myself. Y'all know I would. I'd be like, no, she didn't do it. She was with me and she was cleaning out closets. But you don't do that to people you love when you love them. You know, there have been serial killers that have been protected by people who love them. Okay? Pirate and Rainbow and their poor sister, Missy. I mean, Missy's an addict. But Rainbow works. She had her back broken and had cancer and she went through all that stuff and she got disability, but she wants to work. So she's back working, making less than she did on disability. I mean, seriously. And Part is a nurse, and then she works for, you know, a couple different. She works for the jail, and then she works. I don't need to give her business out. It's none of my business to share. But what I'm saying is, they're good people, and you can tell they're good people. But why would a mother get up there, even if they had murdered the neighborhood? What's that say about her? If she's saying that, oh, how about pay me back for when you were 14 and you broke your arm and I took you to the hospital, or you were in labor and I took you to the hospital both times. So what's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Doesn't a good mother do that? What kind of a mother holds stuff up from 20 years, 25, 30 years, and tells them that they're horrible people and she's going to shoot them if they come in her driveway? Pirate lives a mile from her, and Rainbow lives just a little bit further. They haven't seen her 5, 6 years now. What's that tell you? That woman's not right, and she hadn't treated her children right. She's got 9 grandchildren. She sees none of them. Okay, so Pam, you did a great job. You hurt some people. And then you tried this cockamamie bullshit. Cockamamie, I love that word. You tried this cockamamie bullshit about saying, well, they were talking about Ricky's legs. No, they weren't. Well, now. Pam tried to say that Pirate had been making fun of Ricky's legs. No. Shannon even came in and said, no, you didn't, I did. And Shannon's the one that's sick. Shannon's 681, put a prayer in for. But no, she didn't. Pirate was like, no, that's a low blow. I don't do that. And she didn't. And I was like, okay, cool. And she didn't allow anybody to talk about Pam or Rick on her channel. The clips that she put on her Twitter today, okay, they were all on Vinny G's live stream back this last, what was it, Friday? I think it's Friday, Thursday, I can't remember. They were out on a live stream. Yeah, you know, Vinny puts links in the chat. He doesn't hide his links. Hi, Monique. Hi, Smokey. And yeah, and Rainbow will do that. She's an amazing, amazing person. She is really loving and caring. That's why we love her. But anyway, so they were just making up lies and stories, and I flipped it. I heard part of it. Somebody sent me a clip, then I flipped it on, and I had my laptop open, and I had my phone in my hand, and then Pirate said, oh my God, what is going on Benny G's stream? And I said, I don't know, send me a link. And I didn't think about it being a link, honestly, at first, to the panel. I was thinking I was going to get a link to the channel because I hadn't typed it in. You know how it is on your phone. It's easier to hit a link sometimes. Took me right up on panel. But I had heard what they were saying for a little bit, and because it was on my laptop. And I thought, I got to stop this. I was going to start yelling, but I'd have never been heard over Pam, and Savage was on there. So I don't know what all Savage said. I heard Pam and then Vinny G. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to shut this shit down. And I'm not one to hijack things. I'll talk you through it. I will talk to you about what's the problem. You all see me do that 1,000 times. But I thought, you know what? Fuck that. I don't respect the people on the panel, and they're hurting my friend. And I saw red, and I put in Pornhub.com on my laptop. And I mean, because you see my face a little bit in the beginning, if Vinny ever wants to show the tape. And that's where I was going to talk. And I was like, nah. I went, yeah. Turned the camera around because my laptop was sitting right here. And Pornhub came up, and there was a girl with big old boobies, and she's just bouncing on it, playing with herself, bouncing on it. And I laughed, and they were like, oh my God, is that Mama Beth? Is that Mama Beth doing that? And Pam was like, oh, titties. I think somebody may take a dip in the lady pond every now and then, which is fine with me. I don't give a shit as long as it's not me she's dipping. But Savage was in shock. I love Savage to death. She cracks me up. She was like, she couldn't believe it. And then, so Vinny came back. He disappeared. Hush. Vinny came back after, like, it took like 2 minutes for everybody to recover. Y'all go outside. Go on outside. Outside. And he said, I got to stop the stream. I'm going to get a strike. And, why did I have to show your video, though? Honey, that rack is amazing. Seriously. And I got big boobs, but woo! Be proud. But Beck, who said that? Who are you quoting? Is she in here? Because I got, it's just, you can time her out if you want, but don't kick her out. Because I got some shit to say to Beck, too. All right, so I played porn. Everybody was so, oh my God, she played porn. Listen, Vinny G's done it to people. You name it, they've done it. I've seen, Katie do it. Where's my thing? Katie's done it. I want my shade and light palette, and I don't know what I've done with it. I've got like 8 palettes sitting here. So don't come around acting like it's never been done before or that it's something new, because it most certainly is not. I thought it was hilarious. And then Kyle made the video and I was like, sorry, not sorry. The devil horns. I laughed myself. Thank you, Kyle. You outdid yourself. That is wonderful. I actually copied that. I sent it to my daughter in Mexico. They all thought it was hilarious. She's like, who are these two toothless rednecks going, Mama Beth played porn? I have laughed and laughed. Anyway, so basically it's been a shit show. People are appalled that Pirate would give me a link. It's public. And that I would play porn. If you haven't seen porn by now, then maybe you need to. Go to Pornhub.com. It's free. Okay. Damn it. Why can't I get this thing open? I'm going to have to rip that thing. Anyway, so that went on. Then we've had, let's see, Angelo's Glenda came on. And, of course, Angelo and I were not friends. We really didn't care for each other, but that's all changed. We've gotten to know each other better. And give the chat a big wave. It was funny. I can't believe you did it. They would have never done. No, it was. Oh, Savage can get on a roll and she can say some of the meanest shit, but she's funny with it. She doesn't, I don't think she means to really, to do permanent damage, but don't mess with her if you're not ready. Don't mess with the bull if you're not ready to get the horns. And that's Savage. But, you have it bookmarked. It was funny as shit. Blow a kiss. I will when I get my lipstick on. Okay, so Angelo, we're having streams. And, Pam keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Oh, by the way, after I played the porn, I knew Vinny G'd start to stream up again. Of course he would. He had too many people in there. And especially now that I'd done that. I mean, let's face it, people were flocking. They were like, holy crap. I mean, the news went around like crazy. I can't do it that way. I'll do it this way. So everybody was rolling in there, and I know he'd come back on. And I sure shit, he put the link out, and I got it again. I got it right out of chat. And I said, and somebody said, I can't believe you tried to get Vinny's channel struck down. I said, that's not gonna get his channel struck down. He's gonna take it down. And they were like, oh, so-and-so got their channel struck down for playing porn. Well, if you play porn and you leave it up, yeah. But I mean, shit, it wasn't up for for a couple minutes. So I don't think Vinny's channel, and he always says that, you know, he'll destroy a channel in a heartbeat. And that's exactly what he told me. He said, I don't give a fuck about this channel. He said, I just took down one that was almost 1,000 just to do it. He said, I don't care. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So, yeah, I agree, Monique. But, yeah, Vinny had it coming. Vinny, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to leave Mama Bear alone. I know that. It's getting ridiculous. He's supposed to be a grown man, but he's fighting with an old woman. And it just is weird. It's weird. Does anyone not get that? That it's odd that a disabled man who, you know, he has a bum leg, but he can sit there for 8 hours or more, and we've seen him sit there for more, is so worried about an old woman in Ohio, and he puts her on a shirt. He puts her butt on a shirt. Really? Come on. That's lowbrow humor. I don't like lowbrow humor. I like my humor with a little bit of intellect to it. And he can get mad at me for saying that, but I don't give a shit. I don't really care. His opinion doesn't really matter to me. He's a misogynist. No decent man. And I don't care. There may be plenty of people who disagree with me. By the way, I'm using the Shade and Light palette, and I'm using it's like the burgundy color, third one over. No decent man is going to walk around with some old lady's ass hanging out of a t-shirt and with it saying bare ass. Come on. You gonna wear that to the grocery store? You know, it's like, yeah, it's like this. If you're going to allow anything, you're going to expect anything. You know what? These people who go around causing all this bullshit, drama, and I mean, when you're making people cry because you're hurting them so much from being online, and they can't even enjoy watching their friends and talking to their friends because you're harassing them. And believe me, I was in the same spot this past summer. I could not go into any chat to speak to a friend of mine. So many of my friends were afraid to speak because when they did, everybody dogpiled them. Why are you doing this? What are you getting out of it? Pam, are you that desperate for views? Because you got some views, but the views showed that y'all were pieces of shit. And you deserve to live in a shack that's probably piled to the ceiling inside. And I told you that myself. You're probably a hoarder. I see hoarder in you. And anyway, now I'm using the pink color. So, you know, you get what you give. And I don't care how many thousands of dollars. Oh, we gave $1,000 to this. We gave $1,000 to little Rosie. Well, yeah, but you drugged the shit out of her. I'm sure if she had her druthers, she'd give you that damn money back and tell you to shut the fuck up. But she was too nice to say shut the fuck up. She was a nice person. She really was. Okay, so Pam has got all this shit going. She's having Martha, the girl's parents, the girl's mother, is going on and on. She's thinking she's becoming famous. But what she doesn't realize is she's being used for money and views. Let her make her own channel. Let her tell her own lies. Let her tell whatever she wants to. There is not much more that she can say. Hey, Dory. Pam is a man. Well, I don't know. I don't know what she or her brother are. But I wouldn't want to be it. I couldn't rest. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep at night, knowing that I had hurt someone that much. But, you know, the thing is, you get what you give, it comes back to you. And, you know, I noticed that, you know, and we have talked about this till we're all blue in the face. And I know I say blue in the face too much. But we talked about it, and Rainbows and Power have finally come to the conclusion they can't control their mother. You know, she's going to say that they've had abortions and affairs and all this crazy stuff that no decent mother would ever say about the children, much less when it's all lies. I mean, good God. So then we go to Shoot the Shit, and Vinny G, and Mama Bear. And I guess Shoot the Shit has decided that they need someone with a few more subs who attracts more attention than Mama Bear. Now, Vinny G does not like Mama Bear. He has picked on her since he found her. I need some lipstick on. He has picked on her and picked on her and picked on her. And I'm like, my God, man, you are fixated on this old woman in Ohio. I mean, and she's not hurting anything. Well, she was e-begging and bugging the shit out of us for a while. But, I mean, seriously, what has she done? What has she done to make him focus on her like this? I mean, she's a pain in the ass, but if you don't like her, shut her off. I can't listen to her for so long. Sometimes she's hilarious and she cracks me up. Now, and that's no lie. I will watch her, and when she's funny, she's funny. When she's not, she's not. And that's the way we all are. And I'm not, Lord, I'm getting so many messages. Y'all, I can't answer messages and be online at the same time. Live streaming. Why fixate on her? Well, they got in a big old fight on Shoot the Shit, which, oh, Pam and Rick just stayed up. They'll anything for attention, anything for views. I'm using a Lancome lip liner. In case you haven't noticed, I use a lot of Lancome products because I buy good shit. I do buy different eyeshadows sometimes. And Jeffree Star's lipstick is amazing, of course. That's what I'm going to be using. But I'm lining my lips with, it's Charm is the color. And it's like a deep pink. I just want it around the edges so I don't, this liquid lipstick doesn't bleed, but I put a softer lipstick over top of it, a regular one. This one moisturizing so you don't get butthole mouth. And it worked. I found the trick to liquid lipstick is use very little. Less you use, the better off you are. Do not layer it. If it's not completely coated in one go, you got shitty lipstick. Okay. Hey, Buddy Bopper. Okay, let's see. Now, where was I? Okay. So, Pam is involved all in family business. Isn't it funny that she's always saying don't bring family or children into it? And we've said this all the time, no family, no kids, right? But what is she doing to try to hurt Pirate and Rainbow, like they say? I hate that. Oh, I need another coat of mascara. She's bringing her mother on. I mean, the bitch is crazy. Pam is. I'm not calling their mom a bitch, but I'll call Pam one because she ought to be ashamed of herself and she knows better. She had her on 3 times and once on Patreon. Hey, by the way, did you all sign up for a month of their Patreon for $4, $4.99? Yeah, well, guess what? When you cancel it, they'll get all your information. They get your name, your real name. They get your phone number. They get your email address, and they get your home address or your mailing address. Basically, they dox you. They're being sued for that right now. Okay, I've looked it up. Other people have looked it up. So for all of you who wanted to see a mother trash her daughters, that so much that you, oh, and I have the list. Did I tell you that? I've got the list of all of you and what your real names are with your screen names attached. Yeah, it's out there already. So for all of you that that bought a month's subscription to see that show, some of you I'm very, very disappointed in. I thought you were better people than that. Really, I did. It's my mistake. You know what? That's all right. I learned. If you could do that to them, what would you do to me? You know? And so I think Martha may not be making any more appearances on the porch because that was one of the agreements. That's right, Buddy Bopper. You sure as hell can, buddy. I just want Pam to know that she's had over 100 foster children, right? And where are they? They adopted a couple boys and their daughter. But where are the rest of them? And why don't we see them? Or why is she able to be on the internet all this time? You know what? If I had over 100 foster kids that had been in my home, my phone, my God, I got one kid. She rings my damn phone off the hook. Thank God for WhatsApp. I can talk to her all the time. But over 100, if she had over 100 through her house, through that shack, where are they? Where are they? What happened? Why don't they, why don't we see a big Christmas celebration? Why are they celebrating Christmas online instead of with all these kids that are so grateful that they were taken in by them? Curious, curiosity killed the cat. Wow. But, Lucian, I didn't see you there. Hello. Supporters hardly ever have the ability to use objective review. That's true. You're very, very right. Yeah, and leave kids out of it, because let me tell you, we're all somebody's child, and we all got crazy people in the family, and we have children. Those of us who have children, we would never. Those of us who have any sense would never do that to our children. I wouldn't want to embarrass her. I'd die before I deliberately embarrass my baby girl. I brag on my child because, well, she makes me proud. I'm proud of her. But, this is just crap to do. It's a crappy thing to do. Okay, we're going to move on. Real Stream News had Angelo on. Apparently they were talking about him. Now, in fact, I popped up on a panel with Real Stream News. Holly was up there. And Real Stream News didn't show up till like right before the whole Incredible G with Trisha thing, the hurricane and all of that. Okay, so he's new. He's really new on the block. I mean, I've been here, God, about 3 years now. Okay, so in those 3 years, I have seen how everything progresses. I have seen how things started, how they finished, who was in on what, who did what to whom. You learn these things as you're in the community. They were trying to say that our drama community, we think we're the only drama community, blah, blah, blah. And I was watching the boardroom too at the same time, I'll be honest with you, that we thought that we were the only drama community and we were the only important ones. No, we are our drama community. We have our own circle. Do we not? I mean, like Monique, Brown-Eyed Girl, Two of a Kind. We unfortunately the porch, and we have our mama bears, we have our savages, we have Katie, there's me, there's Pirate, there's there are so many of us, and we're in like a cluster. It's like our own little galaxy, and we pretty much stay to our own. We don't go Shannon, and we talk about the things that we have in common and the common people that we know, and yeah, we fight and argue. We're a family, but we're a dysfunctional family, but we're family. Well, they were trying to be insulting and all this. I don't know why. I guess maybe they were getting a little cocky. Because Holly has caused some disturbances. And this Real Stream News guy, he wants to act like he knows all this stuff. He got shut down. And I just want to give a big hand to Savage, because Angelo was furious by the time he left. He was explaining what he does and how he does it, and they weren't listening to him at all. And they literally got him so frustrated. He was like, fuck it. And he left. Well, then they started in on the boardroom. Hey, darling. They started in on the boardroom. I was like, oh no. Because the guy, what's his name? CJ or something? He's new. He's a newbie. You know how I could tell? He gave Savage a link. Now, what do we know about giving people links who don't like you and don't like what you're saying and doing. What are they going to do? Shut the stream down. That showed he was a noob more than anything. Told me right there. He didn't know jack shit about what he was talking about. Plus, honestly, Sam said that when everything started to kick off, I got to plug in my car now. Hang on. When Sam said when everything started to kick off, he knew nothing about Trisha, or, you know, all he knew was that she was some internet personality that had been on Dr. Phil. Well, honey, if you don't know any more than that, then you need to sit back, shut up, and watch the show, because you're not going to be able to report on it unless you learn about it. Well, he didn't. He called the wrong person, because let's face it, Sam and Trisha are tight. If he'd had half a sense, God gave a milk cow, he'd have gone and watched my video before I took it down, the one that was an hour and change long, because I went into detail in it and I wasn't mean. But Trisha asked me to take it down and I did. So, okay. But he called Sam. Sam told him to fuck right off. That she was her real life friend, not an internet friend. And he needed to leave her alone. And, you know, Sam and I disagree on a lot of stuff, but there are some things that we do agree on. One is that you do not take advantage of the mentally ill. And that's exactly what Pam did with Pirate and Rainbow's mother. Take advantage of a mentally ill person. Trisha has bipolar disorder. She's very vocal about it. She is doing good things with her life. Both of us agree people need to leave her the hell alone. Okay? Don't go hate watch her and then pick at her and then put shit up about her. I mean, that was my problem with Holly Dead, was she was putting nudes, Trisha's nudes up on Twitter, her and a couple other people. And I'm like, this shit needs to stop. As a woman, you should not be doing this. You know, what happened to, you know, feminism and sisterhood and taking care of other women? We don't do that. Just like, you know, you wouldn't hold down a girl, let some guy rape her, would you? And apparently this Real Stream News, or Rape Stream News, allegedly, and I do say allegedly, even though there is tape and film footage, and I've seen it. Saw it myself, or I wouldn't be talking about it. Flew a girl out, told her she was going to work with him for a few days. I don't know how she's going to work with him. He sits in an empty room, you know, behind a laptop or a camera. I mean, seriously, it's not like he's some big shot. He's not. Flew her out, and she apparently was 20, and he got her alcohol. He admits he was sober, and he does this on live stream. Admits he's sober. She was not. She said, no. He said, yes. And finally, she admitted later. Well, she changed her story a couple of times, but that happens a lot in rape cases, because they're afraid. People get afraid. So he had sex with her. And then he brings her on live stream to try to prove that he didn't rape her. But the more shit he says, do you see Brian back there? Are you serious? Brian, I see you. Look at peeking. That's a rotten dog. Anyway, so she does that. So I think, you know what? I think if I had done something like that, I would keep my ass off the internet, and I'd lay low for a long, long time. And, you know, if the girl doesn't press charges, that's up to her. Lots of women don't. But if by some chance she's hearing this, I hope she does, because nobody deserves that. No means no. You know, you deserve your day in court, and there should be punishment. You live down the road from him, don't you? That's right, brown-eyed girl. That poor kid walks down the street here and gets shit thrown at him. Gets on YouTube, and all of a sudden he's a cool kid, still lives in mommy's house, no job. See, and that's, you know, these are the people that drive me crazy. They literally, I mean, you can't function in society. You have no social skills, but you get behind a keyboard and you're a keyboard warrior. Let me tell you, some people, they obviously have never had a good pop in the mouth, because some of the shit that came out of his mouth, he deserved it. And obviously he doesn't realize that, well, like, we've all got family, you know, cousins and brothers, and, you know, that would probably go and whoop the shit out of him for stuff that he's saying. But anyway, so congratulations to Savage. But you know what? He had one ally. He had one ally in the community, or in his, whatever it is, little community. Holly Undead Dead. I don't know which she's going by now. It was Holly Dead. Now I think it's Holly Undead. But there's a band by that, so I don't know. She left crying, and I didn't catch all what he said to her. But you know what, dude? You're losing friends, and it's your own fault. You deserve it. People get what they deserve eventually. You know, some people don't get it right away, but you know, he didn't study. He didn't study the DC enough, or he would have known you can't hide shit. See, that's right. The drama community. Everybody wants to be a member, don't they? Everybody wants to be in the drama community, but let me tell you, you better have your shit, and you better have your receipts, and you better not have anything hiding in your background, because everything gets drug up here. We make the boy look like choir boys. You know, I mean, they go, I offer you a steak dinner, knock on your door, don't meet up with you or whatever. Drama community is known for swatting. They are known, and I tried to explain this to a young lady. I said, you do not want to get involved in this and get on the bad side of all these people, because listen, they will dox you. They will dox your family. They will call your job. They'll call your family's job. They'll call your relatives and tell them you're dead. I mean, seriously. People in the drama community are naturally dramatic or overly dramatic, right? I mean, so it only stands that shit's going to be a lot worse here than it is in, say, a gaming community. Gaming community, they'll tell you to die in a fire, but they don't really mean it. I put out some tweets that I thought were funny. I'm still getting shit over them. If you believe that I was serious about those tweets, you're a fucking idiot. But there are people who are very serious with death threats here. And, you know, they'll show up at your door. It's not a place that you want to play in that you don't know. You don't know the characters. You don't know their backgrounds. You don't know who they are and what they're capable of and what they've done in the past. But okay, I gotta give a shout out to a returned member of the Boyd, and I just met her. She was in my last rant. I just met her when I was watching Rosie's stream, and Lord, she had a mouth on her. Oh, she was giving them what for. She was up one end and down the other, and she had comebacks. If you're quick and you have quick comebacks, I'll have more respect for you. But if you sit there and go blah, 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 like Pam did when I was telling her off on Vinny G, you know, yeah, I like Holly. I don't know her well enough. You know, she made some videos about me when she didn't know jack shit about me, and I think that was influenced by that little troll dude. Don't talk about someone until you've met them, you understand who they are, and you've walked them on their shoes. Mallory reminded me of that. If you aren't subbed to Mallory Williams, or you don't know who she are, watch out for her and give her a sub. I hope she's still in here. I didn't necessarily agree with all that she said, but some of the things I did, and I did very much. See how my baby hairs are coming out, or my hair's growing back in. Some of the things that she said, I agreed with very much. And I'm like, she's well spoken. And I had no idea she was transgender. Of course, that doesn't make any difference to me. I don't care. I like people for people. But I met her and talked to her. Was it yesterday morning? Or was it this morning? I've had so many naps. When you're a flare, you can't remember shit. So anyway, I talked to her, and we had a lot of things in common, and I really like her. And I had made the video last week, and I pointed out that she said she'd let all her anger go. And I said it was a great big steaming pile of horse shit because her anger was coming out all over the place. And don't try to fool a therapist. Don't try to fool people. But yeah, I was being funny, and just and she got it. She got that it's not that serious. And sometimes we don't need to be that serious when I'm on here. Now sometimes I'm dead serious. Like no means no. That's dead serious. But and I'm serious about no more families and children. And she and I talked about that too. And if you take it, and this is something that we mentioned, if you take things off of YouTube to the point where you're calling someone's mother and getting them on a panel, or you're calling someone's children or child and recording them and then switching up the audio, what's next? We've already got people, having the police called on them, swatted. There was one that happened close enough. It happened just yesterday, and it apparently was close enough to where you could see Martha's house. That's Part and Jim's mom. Somebody got swatted over there. Now, we didn't know who they were, and it was just seen on the news. But she's like, holy shit, she can see Mom's house from there. That's kind of crazy, Well, that's okay. Real Stream News he's allowed to stream whenever he wants to. He can get behind the camera and he can say whatever he wants. But what he can say it, but it won't be true, is that he was out of line yesterday. He went overboard. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You cannot say that you know the drama community and all about it if you don't fucking know Savage. Who the fuck doesn't know Savage in this community? My God, that's like saying you don't know Katie or Pam or me, or Pirate or, Shannon or any of the ones of us who have been making videos for over the years. I mean, I'm over a year making videos, and I was on for a couple before that, and I'd go on panels everywhere. I loved it. But don't come in here saying you know so much about the drama community and we don't know shit and all this stuff when you don't even know the key players. You know what? I bet I could do a 21 questions with you, and you would fail. I'll tell you what, 21 questions regarding the drama community, our drama community, not the drama community, because there are other factions that have their own little circles, and that's fine. That's the way we like it. We like our family. We like our home, do we not? And hey, Vantage, we like where we are, but I'll play 21 questions. Come on, I'll give you the questions. Everybody in my chat will know the answer to it, but you won't. Because you have to have lived it. You have to have been here. You have to have been close to people who were involved. And some of it's downright fucking ugly. I mean, ugly, ugly. But it happened. And if you don't know it happened or why it happened or what led it on, then why are you reporting on it? Why are you trying to join our community when you're not you shouldn't have any interest in what we are interested in? It's just very odd. Are you here because, they've got a lot of subs and, they have a lot of members and stuff like that? And Shauna, honey, you have a great day too. Love you bunches. I want to see you live stream again soon. I make shit videos so no one watches me. I watch them. Actually, my husband watched that one on that the beard stuff you use. And I make a beard oil, actually, that he uses, but he was looking at that. So he's just using the dry. Yeah, see, don't come into our community and think you're going to rape us, because that's kind of what it is, isn't it? But then again, you would know. Don't come in and say, oh, let's talk about this one and that one. And you don't know shit about us, but you want you want the views, you want the subs. Because there are a lot of us in here, and there are some that sit back and quietly lurk and give their views and give their viewing time, and we love them. There are some that are more vocal and up front. I've always been vocal and up front. Y'all know you can't shut me up. Hell, Pirate will tell you that. You get Pirate, Rainbow, me, and Steve and Steve-O and Angelo on a panel, which is a lot of nights. Nobody get a word in. Nobody, because we all talk a lot. But don't talk shit that you don't know about, right? Am I right? And, and also, all right, wait a minute. Is Lisa in here? Is Lisa in here? I don't know. Let me see. I'm on live chat, but I have a hard time when I'm on a roll reading. I'm sorry. Mallory has a very outgoing personality. She's very opinionated, and she's been here before. I learned this by talking to her. See, because I told her, I said, you came in like a wrecking ball, girl, and she did, and it was overwhelming, and it was like she was trying too hard, but she knows everybody. She's OG Boyd. I mean, she's been here since before the here was here. So when she came back, she assumed that there were people who would know her and understand her style and everything. I'd never heard of her before. Had you? Yeah, we'll talk about Smelvis. But so she does come on a little strong, but give her a chance. Really do, because I really like her attitude. I'd like for her to keep doing more and more videos, and that way everybody can get to know her personality. And y'all know me, if I don't like somebody, I'll tell you. And I'll tell you in a heartbeat. Where's my hairspray? But she's a good egg. Yeah, I like her. She's our people. Damn it. I'm sitting here at the coffee table, and the damn thing's rolled. And I can't scooch but so much, and I'm going to knock everything off. But anyway, watch Mallory, talk to her in the chats, get to know her. And then if you don't like her, fine. But can somebody get me Lisa Yarborough? Where's Lisa at? You are very welcome, Mallory. I speak the truth. I say it like it doesn't get much filter. I think my filter's busted. Shit. Okay, there it is. I'm having a hard time moving around because I'm really sore. I feel like I bruised all hell. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be making bacon wrapped glazed chicken breasts here after a while. But give Mallory a shot. And where the hell is Lisa? Okay, I'm going to go on without her. But I'm just going to say this. I made a tweet about it earlier today. And I mean it. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Y'all know that. I usually don't backtrack on people. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. And that's okay. I don't have to like everybody. I can be respectful and polite even if I don't like you. Okay. You all know that last year, I mean, this is what started the whole Irish Marie thing, was because she thought I told Beck to take her ranch. She can deny it all she wants, but I know what happened. I was there. I saw every screenshot. I saw every message. I saw all of it, which made me a little nervous, to be honest, that everything was shared so easily, because I don't do that. Anyway, I was taking up for Beck, and and I was good to her, and I did donate to her. She had so many issues, and if y'all can get somebody holler at Lisa, I would really appreciate it. She needs to be here because she's involved in this. But I can be respectful to anybody, even if I don't agree with their ways or their opinions or whatever. And that's what I tried to do with Irish Marie and Kirsty. But they were so mean to Beck. And I was like, just stop. You know, if you don't like her, leave her alone. And that caused a big uproar, blah, 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 blah. And it went back and forth. Irish Marie cussed me like a dog. I refuse to cuss her. Sometimes, you know, there's sometimes that you just want to rise above. And that's what I did. So I didn't cuss her back. But, you know, I told her I didn't think much of her. I know I've got my hair clips here somewhere. Anyway, I'll do it in a minute. So Beck has kind of been on the outs. I don't know if you all have noticed, but she's been on the outs with about everybody. That Moo Mouth, Jessica, they've all been in this big quarrel. I don't go to Beck's before she took it down. I don't even know if she's got a channel now. I don't go to any other channels. I don't watch their shit. I don't need to. It doesn't interest me. I'm older than they are. They have a different culture that they talk about. But can you quit writing me novels, please? I mean, okay, I get it. You are mad at the world and you want to blame somebody. I didn't do anything to you. All I did was give you money. I didn't shit talk you. I never said anything bad about you. And you can ask anybody, have I shit talked back? Hey, Flyboy Glenn. Zombie Toothless Bulldog. I love that name. Yeah, she came for your looks. She's, you know, and I'm just like, what the hell? That was a year ago. And, you know, things just keep happening and our internet's disconnected. I'm like, it's too much for me. I got my own shit to worry about. You know how sometimes you have to just go, nah. So I just kind of quit going in there and, you know, I didn't talk to her but it wasn't like she was reaching out to talk to me either. So I wasn't being rude to her, but she keeps writing me novels and blocking me on Twitter. And I'm just like, enough's enough. And I know what's been said and done to Lisa. Lisa can tell her own story. If she wants to come in here, she's more than welcome to. Hey, Dee, did I say hello to you? I think I did. I'm not sure. I hope I did. But Beck, you need to understand that some of us, even though we don't agree with what you're saying and doing, we don't have to go spread our business to the world. I never said anything negative about you, and certainly not to warrant the amount of pages that you sent me. Okay. What else we got to hit on? Let's see. Yeah. The whole thing about calling people's parents, calling people's family, that just really bothers me. Do y'all get that too? I mean, think about, I mean, I just put myself in that place and I'm like, holy shit, you know, we all do things in our lives that are funny at the time, but there are people that can take that, you know, are in our families that can take and twist things and make it ugly, make it something it's entirely not. And, you know, all of us are vulnerable to that. Because if they can dox you, they can find your whole family. And we all know everybody can be doxed. But I have to say that Pirate and Rainbow handled it with grace and dignity. Yeah, they were upset. Yeah, there were sometimes voices got raised and they were outraged, and rightly so. You know, it was a justifiable outrage. And, you know, but now, like we were talking, what else can be said? You know, what else is she going to say? You know, you're in the cartel. You know, we've already had the accusations of a drug smuggling ring on here. So, well, really no YouTube bullshit. Wait a minute, it popped. Where'd you go? Yeah, she does, Andrew. She does chimp. And oh my God, that video with me showing what chimping was, that was funny. But Yeah, and what's the big deal? That's another thing I don't get. I've got to find my hair clip. My hair is gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Everybody's fine with me cussing Pam like a dog, and I did. Oh, if it was ugly, I said it. I own every bit of it. I own every bit of it. I said it. Sorry, I'm off cam. I ordered new hair clips, and they're somewhere here. Oh, here they are. Sorry, not sorry. You can put my little devil ones on. But that was kind of cute. Everybody was all concerned. Oh my gosh, Parrot gave Mama Beth the clip, and she's so bored. But the main thing was Parrot gave Mama Beth the clip. That was a public clip, a public link. I mean, and Vinny G himself said he didn't give a shit. So why is everybody else so worried about it? Y'all be worried that I showed a woman having sex and their babies were bouncing. And some people really enjoyed it. Wasn't Ricky's face up going? Oh. Can you take K-pop out, please? There we go. Not gonna have anything racist. You're gradually moving into the minority, sweetie. The haters club is not much fun with 20 people left in your group. Oh, CJ, quit being mean. You know, Mama Beth, you know, us hillbillies love making people chip. Oh, honey, I have had a lot of fun with this because I've been really mad. You know, and I try to be nice to people. Y'all know what an angel I am. Of course, my halo, my horns hold up my halo. But I try to be good to people. Now, oh, my arms are killing me. They're so swollen. I try to be good to people and take care of people. And, you know, like my DMs are always open. I'm here for support. You know, I will not tolerate bullying an innocent person for bullshit that they didn't even do. I mean, all right, Pam wanted their mother to come up because somebody hacked Rainbow's Facebook and said she was dead, and they were all too stupid to call her cell phone to find out that it was a big old lie. What was the point of having her mother on? Pam, can you answer me? Why was her mother on? They weren't talking about her mother beforehand, and they didn't really talk about her. They weren't talking about her this time. I mean, we kind of all know that she's, you know, but nobody talks about it because good Southern people, we're not ashamed of having people with mental illness in our families. We put them on the front porch and give them a glass of iced tea. That's the way things are here. That's the true South. See, Pam, you're not truly Southern because Southern comes with the grace of God. And you can say, oh, I'm a good Southern woman and I'm a Christian. No, you're not. I've seen your behavior. You act like an asshole. You're about as mean as it gets. You've cussed people that were dying. You've cussed people that were terminally ill. You've run people off the internet. You've told some of the biggest lies I've ever heard. The only one you finally fessed up to was that B sent the drugs, Suboxone. But that took you, what, a fucking year to get it out of you? I mean, my Lord, Pam, what are you getting out of this? Are subs and views that important? I know your husband works at the truck wash. Okay, we already know that. There's no six-figure income coming into your house. It's $50,000, between $50,000 and $60,000 a year. We know that. Okay, and it was all brought up. I didn't have to dox you. No, I'm not going to dox you. Everybody's got your address anyway. Hey. I don't want to see, Carlos, I don't want to see that shit. Actually, I think she's a very beautiful woman. And I didn't even realize she was trans. I mean, I just thought she was a beautiful woman, which says a lot because it's hard. That's hard. That's the hard part, is, you know, getting it all right. And she does. And I love her Ivana Trump hairstyle. And I like her sassiness. She's not afraid to say shit. And you know what? Y'all come after her and say, oh, she's this, she's that. Well, y'all are too. You're just seeing some of yourself in her. So maybe not. I told her, I said, maybe back off a little bit on the mouth. She got mouth on her. I said, maybe back off a little bit. Maybe they'll give you a little leeway and things will come together, because I think she'll be a valuable member of our community. Yeah, it didn't seem like the usual Carlos. It doesn't have a Ascension on it. And oh, thank you, Mallory. You know, I do this, and sometimes it comes out right, and sometimes it just looks like a big ball of shit. It really does. And then other times I'll just straighten it and say, forget it. But yeah, get rid of Carlos. I guess if they're going to be ugly, then, you know, the only one ugly is the one saying things like that. Okay, so let me make sure that I've covered everything. Because, you know, I literally laid down to take a nap, and I woke up thinking of everything that I had to say. There are big changes coming. And I got 159 in here. I got 48 thumbs down and 20 thumbs up. Can y'all hit the thumbs up? It'd be nice to at least have an equal ratio. I know I've got my haters. I know that there are people who don't like me. Oh, I have to tell you. I had to ask Powerhouse Hallucinating, Lucy Ball, who has, you know, we've been going back and forth for a while. And, you know, she didn't like me. And I was like, I don't know who she is. And then she made videos just about Mama Bear. And I was like, she gets on my nerves, you know, and that pissed her off. So we'd be going back and forth and back and forth. Well, she came into Pirates Chat last night and spoke to me and apologized to her. So, you know, the world turns. Times change. I've had a lot of people, more than I ever expected, because, you know, I had a summer from hell. And, you know, a total hate campaign out against me. I think once people started seeing that they'd been lied to and misled, and they started giving me a chance, and they started watching maybe my old videos as well as my newer videos, they realized that I wasn't what I was portrayed to be by these couple of people. You know, I wasn't mean. I hadn't done anything to them. And I've had a lot of people come to me and say that they were glad that they found out, because, you know, they like me now. And I've got to unblock some people. Kelly Huff, if you're out there watching, when I figure out how to get to that screen, I will unblock you. There are a lot of people I'm going to unblock. And, you know, yeah, it's pretty cool, Buddy Bopper. CJ, I'm just going to have to call you Buddy Bopper because that other dude's CJ. Yeah, I really like when peace is made. Oh, here's another thing. Okay, well, Amber Rose, I'm not going to go there. You all, I'm sure, have seen the videos about what she's done to many of us. I think I was the first, and there wasn't a lot that I could do to warn it. It wasn't like I could warn anybody, you know, about her behavior, but, you know, you've seen what she's done to others. And, you know, so, and Blue Magoo is going by, what is it? Nile Dubs or something like that. It's whatever B's husband's nickname is, B Dubs. That's what she's going by now. She'll change it again soon when she gets more heat. She did the last time. But, because it used to be Nile Dupes. But, you know, once you find out that you have kind of, I guess you'd call them vipers in the grass, then you have to recognize them when you see them and avoid them and protect yourself, because above all, we have to protect ourselves on here. You know, we have to protect our hearts and emotions. And there are wonderful people that are in our community that make great friends and, you know, talk to and support and love one another. And I'm grateful for my group of friends. I'm very blessed, and I hope you are too. What Carlos, just stop, okay? Enough's enough. You're not cute. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So, out of here. But it can be a very treacherous place if you don't know who you're talking to. If you're getting into DMs with people, like I wouldn't DM for a long time because I kept seeing people's DMs get shared around. And then there was the whole, I don't drop DMs. I've never dropped a DM. Bullshit. Lie. Yeah, I've dropped DMs. If you're calling me a liar and saying that I never said, hey, stop using racist language, damn right, I'm going to drop that DM. I don't like being called a liar, and I don't think anybody does. And I think if it takes showing a DM to show the truth, fine. I'm not going to, share something that's super private. Like, I mean, if somebody DM'd me and they wanted a remedy for a yeast infection, I'm not going to go tell the world that. I'm not going to put that out there, or, it's dripping. What do I do? Go get antibiotics. You'd be surprised at the things that I get asked that will never ever see the light of day, will never ever get dropped. And Carlos, I keep taking you out. Leave. I'm not gonna let you be mean to her on here. Oh, buddy, are you leaving? Bye, sweetheart. Tuna sandwich. Yes, she's a beautiful girl. She's just a beautiful girl. What's 1488? Hi, Sophia. Welcome. So what I'm going to say is, if you're new to the community, lurk. I gave the same advice, and I don't think that she would mind me repeating it, since I'm the one that said it. I said, you don't know what you're getting into and what people's personalities are like unless you lurk, unless you watch for a long time, and not just one show, not just two shows. I guess, Tuna, whatever. I said, this is not a community that you can just dive in. Hello, everybody, I've arrived. Aren't you glad I'm here? And Uni is intelligent. She has a different way. She has a different perspective, the way she looks at things. She's very stubborn, but I am too. But she's not a bad person. I think that it's hard coming in new, and it's hard to understand what is accepted in one community is not acceptable in another. And like, we're not racist. I just, and I know I'm white and I'm not supposed to be able to say what's racist and what's not. I've never seen, other than Katie using the N-word and what she said to Sam's kids, which she patently denies now. Come on. I think I got screenshots somewhere, but they went back and forth with the N-words. And aside from that, I've never seen or heard any real racist terms. Am I correct? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like her very much, and I talked to her. I think she's misunderstood. I think she just needs to find her footing in our community. She needs to find her niche. Everybody has a place and a reason for being here. I guess, I'm a therapist, I'm, psychologist. So maybe I'm here to help people figure stuff out. I get a lot of questions, and there are a lot of people, and I love this. People say, you made me not afraid to go to therapy. Because if therapists are like you, then that's not scary. I'm like, yeah, not scary. We're here to help, So that thrills me. So maybe and I love to cook and give kitchen tips and stuff like that. So maybe that's my place in this world. Maybe that's in this YouTube world. That's what I mean. And Uni will find her place, just like each of us have our own place. And it's important. Carl, that's weird. No. Where are all my mods? Yeah, uni does try hard, but you know what? If you've ever been the new kid in school, or like when you first came here or to the boy drama community or whatever, it's real hard. And you do try too hard. Sometimes some people back away and become wallflowers, and it takes them forever to come out of it. I would rather someone try too hard and trip a little bit and pick themselves up and dust themselves off and then keep going. So I appreciate the beautiful effort. Allie, no, that won't be happening. Can we get some mods in here, please? Hi, Rosewater Spring. How are you, dear? Yeah, no, there's not going to be any played in here today. Hang on, I'll mod you. Well, if the chat will stay still. There you go. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Vantage, you want a mod too, please? Please. I think everybody. Oh, here we go. Grab that one. I don't know what it is with people wanting to do that. You know, spamming streams. It's just crass. It shows that they don't have the intellect to make an actual argument. But anyway, this was my get ready with me. Now, what time is it? Lord, it's 6:11. Am I going to cook or not? Because I've Pirates going on. There's a bunch of people that are going to go on one after another, and it takes a little bit to make the dinner I want. So we may be getting food out tonight. I laid my chicken out, but it's a really good recipe, and I may do that tomorrow, and just look pretty, watch TV, and eat something yummy. But you know what? I think these are Elvis. He likes to do that. Elvis. Let me touch on Elvis. This whole thing about, and I haven't really talked a lot about it. The whole thing about Rosie and Vinny having Elvis on their stream or having Mama Bear on their stream. Elvis. When Vinny puts Mama Bear on the stream, he does it purely to make fun of her. And I wish she would strike it. It's not right, Vinny. Even if you take it down afterwards, you're just making fun of an old woman. And, you know, make your content. I keep saying I like when you do your funny stuff, you know, when you're not being mean. You can be funny and, you know, going on the trips and or having really good conversations. You know, you and Seeds to Freedom could sit there and talk. Here we go again. Good Lord. Y'all could sit there. I think they're coming from Elvis. I really do. Vinny, I wish you and Seeds to Freedom and Tucker and different ones would stop entertaining even his name, because all it's doing is he had $100 given to him last night. I accidentally hit the thing and I saw the CA 100 and I thought that because Rosie's chat, they said that he hadn't made anything. And they were like, well, maybe people aren't watching, donate. Well, they proved that wrong. So, you know, I think there comes a time when you have to say enough is enough. And you can still be friends, but you need to recognize that they're never going to change. They're never going to be fixed. And they're never going to be well liked because of their own behavior. You know, I'll never be an Elvis fan because of the way he talks and the way he acts and the things he does. And that's my choice. And then, I don't know. The Elvis thing is, it's like we're propping up someone who deliberately laughs in the face of hard work and people who he's taking people's money who work hard and who are maybe on disability that may be giving up medicine to give him money. And I don't like that, you know. there's the same kind of a person that is in, the town down the road, and it's a woman, and we passed her every day, and most days we give her, a 5 or something like that. Then one day we saw her walking, and I was like, oh, hey, that's that woman that asked for handouts on the bridge. I wonder if she's okay. She went and got into a Mercedes. And I confronted her. I said, you stand on a bridge with your hand out all day long, and have like bags over your head and over your feet, or over her shoes to protect them. And I said, you stand up there and you look so pitiful and sad, and you're begging, and you're driving a Mercedes, and it wasn't an old one either. It wasn't a Hicks job. This Mercedes was nice. I think it was S-Class, but that's beside the point. But she says, I don't make you give anything. I said, no, but you play on people's sympathies and emotions to take their hard-earned money. And she said, you don't think it's hard work standing out there? And I said, no, I don't. Because I've done that. I've done the same thing. I've stood in front of businesses when we were doing fundraisers for charities like muscular dystrophy. We did, the American Heart Association. Well, I've worked, because I was in media for a long time, we did a lot of fundraising. So, you're going to do what before your stream? Here we go again, Derpus. Oh, thank you, Smokey. I appreciate that. But I'm going to take a little break. I'm really tired. My legs are so swollen. They don't even look right. So I'm going to get them propped back up. I've had them propped up all day, but it's just been a problem. But what I would love to see is, when people come into the community, they come in gently. Maybe not like a wrecking ball, although you were known from before, so I understand that. And but before you judge someone, get to know them. And the Bible says, "Judge not, lest you be judged by the same methods." Basically, how you judge others is how you're going to get judged, and that's the truth. That's the truth. We don't have any special favors floating around here. And Luna, I have been good to Mama Bear. I have taken up for her and Rebecca, and she knows this. She and I are cool. So what the fuck is your deal? Oh, I've blocked you 10 times already. Moonface, does that make you feel good? I mean, it must make you feel good. It doesn't make you look good, because you look like an ass. I suggest you spend a little more time working on yourself and less trying to spread hate to others. But RV Davy, I think he was in that group. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? And I understand that, Mallory. You want to be known, especially when you're an OG member. And, it's, oh, shut up, Alpha Wolf. And you want to know that, hey, it's like going to Cheers, even if you've been gone 2 years, hey, everybody should still know my name. I worked at a bar, and the owner had the regulars' names put on brass plaques on the back of the stools. And that was one of the most brilliant marketing ideas. They would come and he'd say, this is my stool. And they would show their friends. And that was, you want people to recognize what your place was in the community and what it still is and can be and can grow to be. So, there's Smokey. Oh, I didn't. Mwah. You're cute. What does Luna? I'm gonna roll the chat up for a little bit. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, well that's because she's just a bitch. You know, she's miserable. Let me tell you about people who like to make people cry, and who like to feel their power by, you know, trying to take down a stream, or, you know, regularly. Like I was trying literally to stop the conversation. I wasn't. That was the reason I did what I did. But like this shit, I'm sure that's Luna. I'm sure Elbow's probably in it too. But you know what, Luna? You're a miserable human being. If you had happiness in your soul and love in your life, you wouldn't worry so much about trying to bother me, because you don't. You don't matter in my world, honey. You know, you're just a round face and a round thing. And you have the dumbest name ever. Luna means moon, and then moon. Moon? I mean, was it a stutter? Moon? Is that a nickname because your face is so round? I mean, you do have a moon face. I mean, that's what we call it. But, I mean, did you take it? Oh, thank you, Misdemeanor. I appreciate that. You're a beautiful woman, too. And inside and out. There's my sweet Minnow. Yeah, you know, Luna Moon, maybe you should take a little time off of YouTube and figure out what it is that has you so rotten inside, that's making you vile. You know, you're not nice. You're not a nice person. Oh, Luna wants to be Voight. Well, you know what? Voight takes pretty much everybody. Hell, Porch says they're Voight. Join in with them. Mama Bear's not Voight. So you kissing her ass isn't doing you any good. And I do believe she disciplined you on putting people out of her chat that she knows support her, because I do. And Luna, you're not as big as you think you are. Yeah, you're not nice at all. And I'm glad you're seeing that. Maybe hearing it. Sometimes we need to hear the truth about ourselves. And, you know, if you agree that you're not nice and you're somehow proud of it, then perhaps you need to seek some treatment. Don't come to my office. I'm off. But not in my home office. But, you know, Luna, you've proven yourself to be pretty much an asshole. You've been an asshole to me for no reason. I mean, I never did anything to you. I didn't even know you. You've just been an asshole from day one. And it's, you know, grow up. Grow up. Do you have a job? Get a job. You know, do something. I don't care what you do, but do something constructive, because you're not doing yourself any good coming on here and just being a jerk. You're just making yourself look worse, and you're losing friends. That's the thing. People who are mean, oh, they'll attract other mean people. But most mean people don't stay mean people all the time, do they? And they will kick you out the way you got kicked in. So, Luna, maybe you need to sit back and think of things. You know, what everybody's coming at you telling you that you're not a very nice person, then maybe you should listen and see what they're saying and try to make some changes. But nobody can change you but you. So if you just want to stay that way, you stay that way. Yeah, she tried to chimp on you, Monique, because you've got a temper and a mouth. And I guess she thinks losing friends on the internet, oh my God. Well, you don't have any real life friends, Luna. I mean, let's face it. You're on here all the time. You don't have any real friends, real life friends. You're in chats all the time. Yurio, he's a nice guy. He was in Shauna Mail's chat. I really was impressed with him. Keep being mean. You'll lose him too. I mean, men don't like mean women. Not for long. You know? Hey, Rachel, I'm doing good. How are you? Pearl, we had to come to Jesus meeting for some things. You can't afford me. But I'm sure there's a local mental health care facility that will be happy to take you on. Yeah, he really is. He's a nice guy. I hadn't really gotten a chance to talk to him before. And He really is, and he's gone through a lot. But he was very educational. He's very well spoken, and he, you know, he gave me some information I didn't have before, and I really appreciated it. But yeah, I'm a high dollar life coach, Luna. Honey, if you want to believe that, you believe that. You know, you believe whatever you want. You say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's just, your thumb is broken. How the heck did you break your thumb? Oh, that's right. She did do that, Pirate. You know, that's pretty pathetic. Luna, you calling me a high dollar life coach and acting like it's something. Where the fuck do you work that you have to borrow off of Kim Fisher for a damn plane ticket? My God. Sorry, that's funny. Because Kim Fisher, I don't even think she works. I don't know what she does. Don't care. I know she had a bagel shop blow up. That's about it. Because that was what was told, and I saw a news article when it was put on Twitter. But broke as a joke and on YouTube insulting people. Honey, I guess that does make you feel good. You come on here and call me all the names you want. But at least I've never been that oh my God. I have been broke, but I've never, while broke, borrowed money to go see some guy on the internet that I've had an online relationship with and have never met. I mean, and he's a nice guy. I have no problem with him at all. I think he's well spoken, and he's doing really well. But I damn sure wouldn't pay for a plane ticket to come see you. You're an asshole. Oh Lord, I know the trolls are coming. Oh, oh Lord, Monique, you want to be a mod? mod for me here. Take a ranch, damn it. Oh shit. Who is I see you? Yeah, Kim. Yeah, okay. So she gave you the money, or did she loan you the money? You know that's going to be a topic. Are you paying her back, or aren't you? Are you a liar and a thief, or are you going to hold to your word? And are we going to get to see proof that she got her money back? Because I do recall Kim Fisher saying that Yuri signed an agreement that she's not stupid, so she had it all done legally. Which, hey, if I was going to loan somebody money, that's exactly how I do it. Friend or foe, you know, never a lender or borrower be. And I believe it. She loaned it. You took the money and ran. You know what? I don't know what to expect from you. I don't know you, and Kim doesn't know you. You know, if Kim wants to do it, hey, that's her business. It's her money. But misdemeanor, you do. You like everyone. You're a sweetheart. Pull a Kim. Aw. Kim, are you mad we're talking about you? You talk about me all the time. I'm subject to just every one of your live streams. You can't make. Oh, this is another one. I seem to have some ladies that have girl crushes. Now, we all know Katie. We all know, honey. You've made hundreds of videos, and I'm in every one of them. You keep calling me Mama Meatball. I know that's your special nickname for me. You got it from Lucy because Lucy had a fit over my meatballs, which is hilarious looking back on it. I'm going to have T-shirts made up with my meatballs. You know, I love Mama Best meatballs, and you're going to love my balls. I'm going to have a ball with it. So, Katie, the infatuation is over. Yaba, go back to Yaba. I don't think Yaba wants you. But I know you said you liked BBWs, and that's why you were attracted to Yaba, but Yaba didn't want you. And And I'm sorry for that. I know heartbreak's hard. But I'm married and I'm straight, so there's no possibility. Now, so I think she's calming down. The last video, I don't think she mentioned me but once. That was good. And ain't nothing wrong with ladies loving ladies. I'm married, you know? And these women are taking their frustrations out, and it's coming out ugly. Evelyn Shelton has been on me for a year, wanting my attention one way or another. I didn't want to give it to her. She seems a little needy and a little too needy, you know what I mean? There's some people that are just, you're like, oh, I got to back away. And she was one of them. And then all of a sudden she was demanding to see my credentials. And I'm like, I'm not showing you shit. I'm not doxing myself. I don't have to show you anything. You're not my patient. You know, it's not like you're going to walk into my office. And so she kept on, and she kept calling me a fraud. But, okay, whatever. If you think I'm a fraud, whatever. Doesn't make shit. You're not paying me. But Evelyn, honey, every day your whole Twitter feed. Y'all go look. It's Evelyn_SHEL if you want to see. Go look at her Twitter feed. Everything is me. And it's been a year. I mean, every now and then she'll have something about, I don't know, like she finally got a job. Turns out she has a master's too. And I have 2 masters. And but she won't show her credentials. Why should I show mine? Huh? Oh, Evelyn. So, but lately it's been getting real personal, you know, because I don't answer her back. I got her blocked. But I get sent screenshots, and she's been getting real personal. Evelyn, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Look elsewhere, honey. You're looking for nub in all the wrong places, because ain't no loving here for you. Looking for nub. Oh, Lord. Rachel, honey, you just come on. I'll cook for you. I love you too, Smokey 420. Oh, Lord. I sent out, I don't know if y'all have heard, but I sent Robbo and Steve Yoakum. They both got their packages with meatballs and spaghetti sauce, all from scratch, that I made with my 2 little hands. And they got that and enjoyed their meals. So if you see them, say, how are they really? And I'll tell you. I stand behind my meatballs. Hello, Late Night with Nibby and Janie. Yeah, and that's the thing, Monique. Nobody should be doxxed. Nobody should be called. Nobody should be harassed. Nobody's job should be called. Nobody's family should be called. You know, keep our little tiffs here. You know, it's bad enough. Poor Janie that night, and they blame me for it. That night I was in the chat. I think I hadn't been in shoot to shit for ages, Coon's age. And I was actually in there. It was the night they were burning that shit. But then somebody made a horrible phone call and got Janie really upset. It was death. It was a death threat, wasn't it, honey? And I was actually in the chat, thank God, with Pam. Not with Pam, but in Pam's chat on Shoot to Shit, talking to somebody when it was happening. I was typing, and I'm like, what's going on? And, you know, doing stuff like that? Who does that? Come on. We made prank phone calls when we were 12, but we ordered pizzas and asked if the refrigerator was running or things like that. We didn't tell people to harm themselves, you know, and anybody that would do that needs serious help, you know, and I hate that happened. Oh, Kim, I've probably drugged about half as many as you have. But do you even remember? Because you're usually drunk. You must be drunk to be in here. You know, Monique, you remember? That was awful. That was awful. Kim, you've been thrown out of every damn chat room in here because of shit like this, because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to act. They told me to commit suicide. Oh, my God. You know, I didn't want to overreact at the time. You never want to overreact when something like that happens because it could just escalate, make you get more phone calls. And you all did have an open phone line, which was very brave of you. You know, and you were talking to people, and there was nothing wrong with your chat. I had your chat on. Y'all know everybody's got at least 4 devices, but I had you all on, and then I had Shoot the Shit on, and I had somebody else on. I forget, but anyway, I was like, why would somebody call in just to say that? And I don't know if you ever found out who did it, but I hope you do, and I hope you can prosecute them because that was just wrong. That was just evil. Nobody deserved it. Yeah, Janie didn't deserve it, but nobody deserved it. But I have to say, Janie has one of the best clips, and yes, I saved it. I'm your psycho nightmare. Remember that one? Oh, Janie, you were cracking that whip. That was good. I give you full props on that. Sometimes we all lose our shits. And it's even better when we can look back and laugh at it. And that's what I've done. You know, there's videos of me, and, you know, my friends, Pirate and you, and just different people. And, you know, if we can look back on it and go, I survived it and I can laugh about it, then we've succeeded. You know, that's, Lana Man, I don't want to be your friend, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't like you. I don't like you, Luna. I think you're a hateful person, and you've been nothing but hateful to me. So there is no way in hell you would ever give a link, because I know you're just wanting that $500 from VDG. So, Luna, you're more than welcome to leave. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Oh, yeah, I am nothing... nothing like you. Okay. Not in mind, body, or deed. No. Oh, hey, Eclectic Domestic. Hey, Celeste, how are you? Good night. I missed you earlier. Lisa Marie Pickle. I've been dealing with Luna for several months now, and she's never been anything but an asshole to me. So I don't have to be nice to her. This is my channel. You know, I don't disrespect her on other channels, but yet she wants to block me just for no reason. So, you know, you can go be, look, there's your friend, Luna, Lisa Marie Pickle. You go be friends with her. Get in touch with one another. You all hook up and have a coffee date. I love you too, Sweet Meadow. You've been blocked by someone. Well, Pearl, wait a minute. I'll make you a mod. There you go, hon. That should fix it. Foxy Last says, everyone says doxing is wrong, yet people befriend doxers. Yeah, I don't, you know what? Everybody made such a big deal about me looking up a concert date. And the only reason I did that was because there were 2 stories going around. And people are like, oh, it's none of your business, none of your business. Okay, fine. But we've had a lot of liars. Have we not in this community? I just wanted to see if there was actually a concert there. And it turned out there wasn't. Okay. And, you know, and nobody would have ever known, and I would have never said anything to anybody. I said it directly to Kim. And then she said that it was in a different city. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. And then they're like, oh my God, you looked up a concert date. Well, you know what? Y'all are looking up people's kids. Y'all are calling people's mamas. You're calling people's jobs. Really? I'm in trouble for looking up the date of a concert, a Stevie Nicks concert in Portland, Oregon. Just looking on a tour schedule. That's all I did. I don't know her daughter's name. Don't care to. Don't know the circumstances. I don't want to. But, and yeah, I regret looking it up because you know what? If for nothing else, she hadn't shut the fuck up about it in how long? Oh my God. Hey, shenanigans. It just, let me see. Wait a minute. Yeah, Pirate came when I went to meet her. I didn't know the whole thing that had happened to her sister. You know, I'd heard the name Rainbow, but I was kind of like concentrating on the whole Ron Katie thing at the time, so I didn't get a whole lot of it. But Katie's the one that asked me to ask her about it. And Pirate came on to basically stand up for her sister because nobody else was. And I didn't know her. But as soon as I met her, I was like, she's a fantastic person. You know how when you just meet people and you can tell they're good? And that's with both sisters. You know, when you're around them, you can tell they're just good people. And yeah, fat finger. Yeah, no one stuck up. Why would no one stick up for Rainbow? That's what I don't understand. She had been so good. If nothing else, like that JoJo character, she'd given her so much. And what about all the people that got money from different things? You know, she paid phone bills and bought Christmas presents. You'd have thought one of the recipients would have been grateful enough to say, hey, how about stop this? You know? Oh, look. Someone thinks it's so cute. Oh, my God. Anyway. Oh, Kim doesn't have any respect for anyone right now. I mean, I don't see her respecting anyone. I know she's still grieving, and I feel for her on that. But that doesn't give you the right to be an asshole to everybody. You know, you try to be nice to people. Some people can't take good treatment. You know, sometimes you're nice to them and they still want to hurt you. So at one point, I had apologized to her. I said, let's make peace. She won't. Oh no, I can't do that because then she'd lose her shtick. You know, like Shannon told her. Y'all hold on just a second. I got to send a text since I ain't cooking. We got to have something to eat. But, you know, how long do you, take care of yourself? I mean, there's only so much you can do. Bring home dinner, please. My husband's about ready to get off work. He's been working a lot of hours. God love him. They're so busy. They're swamped. They've already met, I think, half their goal for 2019. It's crazy. So let's see. Let's read the chat. Rainbow's awesome. We love her. You know, and Blonde PT. Wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah. Blind PT, that's the thing. Some people will just follow blindly. They don't think for themselves. I like people who think for themselves. You know, you can disagree with whatever I say in here, and, you know, you're welcome to say, you know, I don't agree with that, and this is why. Coming in and just trolling and stuff like that. Yeah, haters make us famous. You know what? But haters are awful, but I love someone who has a good alternative reasoning to whatever's going on. I think that makes for excellent dialogue, you know. Wait a minute. Thing is, I don't care if you want to believe, use somebody that was up there talk about their so damn and negative light. You don't believe that this isn't connect their feet. Yeah, you know what? They can call you anything. It's what you answer to. You know, that's an old saying. My grandmother used to say that. Medea stole it. But that's the thing. You know, people can say anything they want about you. However, and you can say anything you want about somebody else. We had this discussion too. We do have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from consequences. And if you've ever run your yap to somebody bigger than you and gotten punched in the mouth, you know that. Yep. You know, and this bothered me. If you have convictions, stick to them. You know, if Tucker didn't agree with what was going on with Pam or with Vinny G, he should have said it. And, you know, if Rosie doesn't agree with what's going on with, you know, Vinny G or, you know, Pam and Pirate and Rainbow and, or me or whoever, when you have a channel and you have a platform, you have to use it. And you can use it for good or bad or indifferent. And indifferent sometimes is worse than bad because you can correct a bad situation, but an indifferent one means there's no caring. And I don't ever want to be that kind of channel. Yeah. Okay. Now I got what you're saying. Yeah. For someone to just get up there, if I was to get up on a stage or get on here and say things about my child like she did, like Martha did, I'm going to call her Martha, there would have to be some kind of an emotional disconnect. It would have to be, I would have to be a different person. Now, there are people in my life that I have emotionally disconnected from, and that's because they were toxic. But, you know, it's one person. It's not like everybody. And when you listen, it's all the children. It's 3 children. Usually there's at least, you know, even if you're a crappy mom, you can, if you've got 3 kids, you can usually keep one. But, and that's not so, it's not the case, you know, and, you know, scaring our neighbors and just the different things going on. That shows that there's something wrong. Brian, you peeking? I see you. Look at him peeking. But, okay, well, you've got to go. It's about time for you to get off work soon. But, wait a minute. Don't drop the phone. Oh, Lord. Who's one of your personal friends? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with shoot to shit. I don't want anything to do with them. I didn't want anything to do with them before, honestly, because I, it's like a really bad hee-haw. And it's not well scripted and it's not funny. And, you know, it's just not my thing. I'd much rather watch something else. But when they're talking about my friends in a extremely derogatory way, I'm going to, of course, watch and step in and put my 2 cents in and do whatever. But I hope that the people who watched, like I did, and like so many others who watched just to see what was happening, I hope they all unsub. And just know that if you signed up for their Patreon, they've got all your information. And I would leave as soon as possible. Anyway. He's my personal friend. Who's a personal friend? Yeah, I have a thing about emotional vampires. I have a video about it. Yeah, it's anyone who trashes their kids. Have you ever heard that dad at the ball field, or sometimes mom, but who just talks to their kid when they don't, like if the child doesn't do well in sports, and you hear the parent talking to them like shit, and you're just like, oh my God, no wonder the kid acts that way. You taught him that, you know? And most of the time, kids who were treated poorly by their parents, they end up coming out a lot better person than their parents were because they know what it's like. Now, of course, there are exceptions, but when you've gone through an abusive situation, whether it's in your biological home or in a group home, you know, the main thing is, and this is what we try to talk to the children about, is that you've had it hard, but you don't have to make it hard for others from now on. You can do better. And that's what I hope people start doing. And when people do horrible things, that we don't mention their name, we basically shun them. But honey, make nachos next time. I am looking for a authentic, Madeline's looking for it, my daughter. I said, I want an authentic cookbook, because you never know on Amazon what's real, what's Tex-Mex, what's, you know, true Mexican flavor. I want to learn how to make everything from scratch. You know, y'all know I like everything from scratch. I want to know what's in everything. So, yeah, so she's looking for me one. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, Monique. I didn't know for a long time that she had this deep-seated hatred for me until we were on a panel together, and she was just making these jabs. I'm like, what is your problem? What'd I do to you? I just don't like you. Okay, well, fine. Shut up. Ignore me. Block me. I don't care. But you know, if someone doesn't like me, that's fine. But don't act like a child about it. That's silly. Bree, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, Christy, you are exactly right. A true mother loves her kids more than she loves herself. Let me tell you, I can't count the times that Madeline had dinner and I had nothing because we were struggling. And oh my God, teaching her that, you know, a baked potato with a little sprinkle of cheese and butter was a treat to get to eat that for dinner. Or fried rice that I could get. I could get a thing of fried rice for $2 at the Chinese place. Pork fried rice. And I would stop by there, and she thought that was just the greatest thing ever. And then we graduated to grilled cheese. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have grilled cheese for dinner. And she'd be like, yay, that's so good. I love grilled cheese. So, you know, I remember, and she would get the grilled cheese sandwich, and I lost weight. I drank a lot of water, a lot of iced tea. Y'all know in the South, we don't do, some people do a lot of pop, but I was iced tea and not a lot of sugar in that. So I lost weight. But you put your children first. Corey, yes, you are. You can lurk anywhere you want to. I would love to, Smokey. I'd love to cook with you live. We'll have to pick out a dish and do that. People who don't like us yet feel compelled to show up on our doorstep just to tell us. Shake my head. Get the hell out of here. I know. Why do that? If you don't like me, don't come to my stream. I told Lady that this morning. I said, fine, stay on my stream. She's somebody granny, I don't know what. And what was so funny, she was like, he's brilliant. She's not. And I said, fine, stay on my streams. And she was like, you don't understand what I'm going to say. I said, yes, I do. You're trying to insult me, and I don't care because I don't know you, and your opinion doesn't matter to me. Literally, I mean, there are billions of people on the internet. One person not going to do me, you know, in. So, but she kept answering and answering. And I said, you are proving my point that you really do care because you keep answering this like 10 times. So I thought that was funny. Oh, Lord. The Lizard King. That's a cool name. It's a shame they had to be a butt. Hey, Steve. You know, that's, if you don't like someone, don't go to their channel, their chat. That's why, you know, and I'm not subbed to these people. And I only go over if I'm told something is happening that I might need to see. But I try to give lots of support to the people who I do like. And remember that it's not just views, it's watch time that counts. So I was told this, that with the new YouTube rules, that, you know, if you like someone and you're subbed and you just like pop in, hit the like, leave a comment and leave, that's but it's better to have that watch time to leave it on and watch the whole video, commercials and all. And well, I have the YouTube Red, so I don't see commercials, but you know that we still get a percentage of the ad revenue anyway, so it's good to do that, but make sure that you watch the whole video. And yeah, I tell you what, I have amazing mods. They are on the damn ball. Hi Uni, I was talking about you earlier and it was good. It was all good. You know, when my first trip to Paris, you know, was back in '89 or '88, excuse me. And I was like every tourist kid, oh my God, I'm going to go see Jim Morrison's grave. We spent all night long in that damn graveyard. We were so tired. And I remember I would not pee in the graveyard because I was like, that's desecrating a grave. You cannot pee in the graveyard. And by the time we got out of there, I thought I was going to die about peeing myself. But we wandered all around until somebody the next day said, oh, yeah, they moved it to an undisclosed location because all the hippies were coming and like camping out and all this stuff. And I was like, it would have been nice to know that beforehand. But yeah, I'm sort of a Doors fan. My mom was a huge Doors fan. But no, Uni, it was good. I just said that you just still needed to find your niche. You know, that I had told you to, you know, take some time and lurk and listen and learn where everybody fit in, that you would find your spot in here too, and just to give you a shot. You know, sometimes we come in and are perceived the wrong way, and you know, that's okay. It can be fixed. It can all be fixed. Yeah, really. Gravy pizza. You know what? I think the only one right offhand would be the Marquis de Sade. He'd probably get off on that. We see you. Love We See You. Oh my God. The videos. Like I said, we binge watched them last night. We're just cracking the hell up. What, the Lizard King, you want to see Jim Morrison's grave? Well, you can't find Jim Morrison's grave, but you can probably find the Marquis de Sade. Hang on. Hey Siri, where is the Marquis de Sade buried?
The answer I found is Hospital Esquirrel.
There you go. Hospital Esquirrel. Charenton was a lunatic asylum founded in 1645. Well, the Château des Brothers of Charity in Charenton-Saint-Maurice, now Saint-Maurice, Val de France. So there you go. If Siri can find it, you can find it. So your next trip, that's where you need to go. That's kind of funny. But he's in the hospital graveyard. You would think they would have done something more, but then again, he was a huge embarrassment to them. Man, he wrote some stuff. Woo! But anyway, yeah, he would enjoy that. Okay, let me turn that off. All right, I'm going to stop my stream because I think Pirate's going on soon. Pirate, what time are you coming on? God, you know, Kim, I have put up with you for so long. Just stop. I don't care. We don't have to make up, honey. We don't have to make up. We don't have to be friends. If I'm in a chat block me so you don't even see me, and I'll block you so I don't see you. How about that? How about that? Let me see. I mean, this whole yeah, keep her hidden. I don't, Kim, this has gone on long enough, and you do it with everybody. So, I mean, I'd be flattered if you didn't do it with everybody. Bree, good night, sweetheart. I'm going to tell all of you good night, and then I'm going to try to figure out what my husband's going to bring home for dinner, because he was like, okay. I said, bring some home for dinner, because obviously it's a little late to get started. But love you all, and I love you, and you love you, and have a blessed night, and enjoy yourself, and don't take any of this shit too seriously, for real. And and if you're mad at somebody, don't go outside of YouTube with it. Be good to yourselves, be good to one another, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. It should have turned off. Bye again.